Okay, we're live. We are live. If you're rewatching this, most of you will be rewatching this. Most of you that watch this will rewatch this. I hope some of you will rewatch this. A lot of people rewatched my last one. That was at nighttime, and it coincided with a good time for my Australian friends. I don't think this one does. I think it's bedtime for most of my friends in Australia, but we'll see. We'll see who tunes in, if anybody. If not, we'll get into it in a second. I've got a couple movies to show from MVD, and then I just got a package 20 minutes ago from oldies.com. I think it's a couple movies, and then we're going to talk to Harry here about some of the movies we watched, and then he's heading back in a week, right? In a week we'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be there. In a week, we'll be there. Yeah, buddy, you'll be checking in. When's your check-in? 12?
12, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be getting ready to check in. So, be getting his new dorm room a week from today, just about. And I'm staying, we're going Friday, and I'm staying till Sunday. We're staying till Sunday. So, got some driving. Anyway, so this summer you went to a couple different conventions. So you went with Nelson.
Nelson's Anime Expo, which is the largest anime convention in the United States.
Okay. Where was that?
The LA Expo Center in Los Angeles, yeah.
So he flew to LA to meet his brother? How was that? And you brought me back some cool stuff, right?
Yeah, a few things. Mostly just, the manga.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think I brought it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, what do we got here? Show everybody. How do you say it?
Soichi by Junji Ito.
By Junji Ito. Now, I've heard of him, of course. So I definitely got to check this out. Yeah. I'm going to have more time for reading in the future as I've got a little more, less than 2 months of work left. So the next time I go to see the kid is in October. We're going to go pick you up, and that you have your fall break. Right?
Yeah.
So it's parents' weekend and fall break. So as far as our summer movie watching plans, one of the movies we were going to watch that we haven't watched, we might be able to fit it in, was Rear Window with Jimmy Stewart, because I have it. Because eventually, as I said before, we're going to go to the Jimmy Stewart Museum, which is in Indiana, Pennsylvania. That's where I went to college.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a museum back then. They just had a statue, Jimmy Stewart statue. At the bank, because that's where Jimmy Stewart's from. That's kind of like their claim to fame. So now they have a whole museum. So I mean, I doubt it would take more than an hour to go through it, but it'll be something to do. So we'll get to see where I went to college and check that out. So we still got to watch Rear Window. So let's see, our other movie watching goals this summer were, as far as Hammer goes, because we've done pretty much all the Universal movies. Oh, first we did Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah, that was like start of summer. Yeah.
Yeah, right when you got home. So that was fun, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fun. And then I did the whole Invisible Man series. So I thought Vincent Price's cameo at the end of that, where he's the Invisible Man, that was pretty funny. Yeah. I thought that was just like, oh, they just picked Vincent Price. Well, I didn't know he was in the sequel. I didn't know he was in the sequel because Claude Rains, who played the older Talbot, Larry Talbot's father in The Wolfman. He's the original Invisible Man. Vincent Price plays him in one of the sequels. So that was funny. So we wanted to do that as far as, because you got to see Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein as far as Universal goes, right? Bela Lugosi's last time playing Dracula. Last major film, really, actually, to be honest with you, sadly. But that was fun. And then we wanted to do, so that was it for Universal. Then for Hammer, we wanted to do, mostly me. We wanted to do, I always forget if it's Curse of or Horror of. Hammer's Frankenstein. Right? Yeah. So we watched that. So what did you think of that one?
That Frankenstein, what was the title again?
Horror or Curse of? I forget.
Curse of Frankenstein.
Curse of Frankenstein, I think.
You watched that this summer?
This summer, we watched it. You'd recognize the guy. He was the same guy in The Mummy. Peter Cushing.
Oh, yeah.
Same guy that played Van Helsing in the Dracula.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
It's Frankenstein. The
Yeah.
story of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It's different than Universal.
It's
But
different, but
he has the niece that moves in with him, and
Mhm.
his assistant, his mentor, kind of thinks he's going too far.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Yeah,
pretty good.
What'd you think of the Christopher Lee as Frankenstein's monster?
Was the monster? I think the monster. Let's see. The monster was like creepier in this one than I think I remember in like the original Frankenstein in terms of like aesthetic and looks. So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, he's definitely an uglier monster.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty hideous.
Which I think is pretty like fitting for how Frankenstein is conceptualized. Probably would look. Yeah.
I just remember the one part where they were arguing about the morality of it all, and he was like, everything's fine, everything we're doing is ethical and moral, and then he said something about like, now pass me that brain or something. It wasn't like that, but I remember you were like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, but it gets, well, I have the sequel.
Mm.
I have a couple of the sequels. I have the very next one, Revenge of.
Mhm.
That's a good one. You almost start to root for him again because he changes his name and his identity. So it's like him fighting against the system, and he meets some other scientists, and he thinks he's superior to them, and he gives them a good dressing down, and it's very satisfying. But then you realize he's back to his old tricks.
Mhm.
And as that series goes on, he's not a sympathetic figure for Dr. Frankenstein.
He wasn't in the first movie.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
got bad. I forgot to eat my bao bao. And then we wanted to, what else did we wanted to do Aliens. We haven't done that yet. Not sure we'll be able to fit that one in. We did, what else did we do? We did another one.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Godzilla? Oh, the Godzillas. Yeah. Hey, Hard Cat Dad, how are you? Hard Cat Dad, he's the one that had the Wolfman figure that I showed you.
Oh, yeah.
I showed him and Hard Cat Dad, watch my video of the Jada figure, where they have two heads that are not dissimilar. They're almost the same head. Well, I showed him a picture of the thumbnail on your video, and he thought the picture of Larry Talbot was a photograph of Lon Chaney. He was like, is that a photograph? Like, that's how good the Larry Talbot head is in the NECA figure. So that's one. Like, if I would go this Jada figure or the NECA figure for the Wolfman, I would probably go with the NECA figure there. But thanks for stopping by. Yes, Godzilla. We wanted to do, and speaking of Godzilla, I'm going to have some interesting news tomorrow about that. Yes, Godzilla. That was, So what did we do? We saw the original film, the original American film.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one with Raymond Burr.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the one without Raymond Burr, without the American in the future, you can. I'm not gonna make you. I'm probably gonna check it out pretty soon though. So the original Godzilla. Yeah, it is. It's amazing how much they got close to his likeness. They don't always look like the actors to that degree. But what did you think of it?
The original or the original?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good because I don't have like the standards for special effects are like pretty different back then. And I saw a lot of like stop motion in Godzilla, and I think that looks like pretty cool. They definitely use like a few different techniques for how to animate Godzilla. And I thought it still looked like good. Obviously you can't expect like anything like CGI or anything, but it was still pretty like entertaining, and I liked it. Yeah. You could definitely tell that it was like done after the Japanese version. It was like the whole like American character just like added only in the American version.
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell.
Yeah.
There were scenes when like the nurse came up to him and you saw the back of her head, and they dubbed the voices anyway because it's the American one, but then it was very obvious then.
The dubbing was also pretty obvious. The lip flaps did not always match up.
Not the Ferris version Godzilla. Ferris version. I'm not sure what that is. Is that the original? I'm big on Tohozilla. Yeah. So yeah, we enjoyed that, and I had forgotten that there was even a character named Dr. Serizawa in that. I forgot about the whole human subplot.
Yeah.
Traditional love triangle, in a lot of these old monster movies, the humans always have some kind of conflict with each other, and there was a sacrifice. So I recently, back to back, rewatched the 2014 Godzilla, And then I watched King of the Monsters and Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong. So I watched all three of them. And I actually think, objectively, 2014 is the best movie overall.
Really?
Yeah. Because it doesn't have some of that the clunky human dialogue.
Yeah.
In the others. But anyway, in what is it? King of the Monsters, a couple of the human characters from 2014 get killed. Dr. Serizawa sacrifices himself to jumpstart Godzilla.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
I remember that. Yes.
He basically jump-started Godzilla, and Godzilla went super atomic at the end. So that was cool, but it was cool the way that it matched up to the original.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about that. So the history of the MonsterVerse is we saw Kong Skull Island in the theater.
Yep,
years ago.
Back, yeah.
Because I came home early on a Friday, so I was like, let's go. And then we saw King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong, but he had never seen the 2014 Godzilla. So we watched that together. So what did you think of that one?
Yeah.
Oh, the Matthew Broderick one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was telling him about that. I'm not really a fan of that one.
Yeah, I thought it was good. The action was pretty good, and like the special effects, I think, still hold up pretty well. I really like them, like in especially when like Godzilla shoots like the beam out of his mouth. Like I think the special effects are really good on that.
I would have loved to have been in the theater. That's my understanding is people were like, because you were waiting for Godzilla.
Yeah.
You finally got him.
It did take a bit for him to get there, yeah.
And then that was a great way to debut his atomic breath.
Yeah. So if that's like the first movie out of like all of them, then I imagine it did make like a pretty impactful like debut.
Mm-hmm. Here, read that. Hold on. It was legit. Very legit. It was good. Yeah, they kind of introduced some things that they kind of drifted away from that I wish the whole EMP thing was pretty terrible, like a terrible concept that these creatures, like, all the lights go out, all the electricity goes off. They kind of got away from that, I think, in the sequels. But yeah, that was pretty good. What'd you think of Muto?
Oh, like those monsters?
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting them, I guess. I didn't really know they existed, to be honest. So I was kind of surprised when like the movie started, because I mean nothing like that was in like the original Godzilla, right?
No.
So instead of just like a movie like about Godzilla where it's like, oh, it's Godzilla like destroying the like town and everything like that. Now we have like these different kind of antagonists, which I think is an interesting way to like spin the story, and they still have like tiebacks to the original too. So I think it's like interesting what they decide to do with it. And I like how there was like two of them, and I thought they were like decently intimidating monsters, but I mean I think Godzilla's still like definitely like the star like monster of the whole film.
Yeah, male and female, that was clever. Yeah. Together it was good. But the tail maneuver was awesome. When he took out the male Muto with the tail maneuver. Apparently, if you really watch it, you can see his actually arm falls off, gets severed. But I didn't. It's kind of hard to see because it is a very dark movie. So that was fun. So we rounded out Godzilla. I think maybe we saw another film. Too dark, but King of the Monsters. Yep. Oh yeah. Godzilla versus Kong, always going to be Team Godzilla. Yeah.
It's easier to do CGI effects, I think, if it's dark comparison to when it's bright. I'm not sure about like the details of that, but I think that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just really dark in the first one, since that's probably their first like endeavor doing CGI effects that much. So it's probably what was safer for them.
Yeah. But I did enjoy all three overall. I think the best CGI may have been Kong versus Godzilla. But again, 2014 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Considering that between 2014 and Kong versus Godzilla, they probably got even better at it because they just keep getting better at this stuff. But they keep getting better at it, and yet sometimes some mediocre stuff sneaks in. Even big blockbuster movies, they still sneak in. Because it's almost like they take it for granted. Anyway, those were good. Yeah, looking forward to the next one. Kong, Godzilla X Kong with an orangutan type villain, I think. hides a lot of the iffy CGI.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anyway, let's get on to the haul. Those are our movie watching plans. So maybe we'll squeeze in Rear Window before you go back, and eventually we'll go check out the Jimmy Stewart Museum. Now, for future movie watching plans. So we got on this Clint Eastwood kick a while ago, right?
Yeah, that was.
And slash, tough guy movies. I wanted to have them watch some tough guy movies, but we've never actually watched any of this guy, have we?
No,
I don't think so. So I got this a while ago. I watched Hard Times, talked about it on the channel. Great movie. Charles Bronson. It's a must watch. You've heard of Death Wish?
Yeah.
That's the original Death Wish was Charles Bronson. So there's like 5 of them. They get ridiculous, but they're fun. But yeah, just famous tough guy from back in the day. Okay, well, you've seen it. We started to watch The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We never finished it because my granddaughter came home from the hospital. We never finished it. What a cast in that, and then pick up that next one there. I got this a while ago. Have you heard of this?
No.
Classic 80s, came out post Star Wars and everything, but it's just a fun movie. This was also one of Grandpa's favorites and has an actor named Robert Preston in it, who was from the 50s and 60s. He was in a movie called The Music Man, so he came back, or he didn't come back, but he has a really fun role in this, so kind of, Grandpa kind of identified with that. And then it has Charles O'Hearley. Remember the old man in RoboCop? In The Company, the old guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's in it. And then years ago, we watched Die Hard, right?
Yes.
One of the favorites. We watched it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, wasn't Mom watching it with
us? We were locked
Good.
down. The rest of the family was somewhere else for Christmas Eve. The 3 of us were here. We had nothing to do but watch movies and play Uno. So that's what we did. Anyway, another classic Christmas movie, in that it's an action movie that takes place during Christmas, is the first Lethal Weapon. So I think we're gonna have to check that one out this Christmas.
Okay.
All right. Check that one out this Christmas. And 2 more movies that you're gonna have to watch. Now, John and I saw this. My brother John and I saw this in the theater last weekend. Came back for the 50th anniversary.
Oh, really?
Enter the Dragon. Yeah. Bruce Lee. You're gonna have to check that out. Maybe you can throw it on next time you're hanging out with Nelson. And then this will be a great one for me, you, and Nelson to watch. Have you heard of that? The Warriors. We're gonna have to watch that. Classic movie. It's like a gang warfare type movie. All right, let's get on to the packages. First, I'll show the one that I already got from MVD. Lethal Weapon is still the best. It's great. Mom and I saw the 4th one in the theater because the 4th one had Jet Li.
Oh, okay.
That was like his introduction to Hollywood movies. So Mom I don't think she'd seen any of the other ones, but she wanted to see that one. Yeah. This is what I got from MVD. I'm really excited about this. I got the Street Fighter set with Sonny Chiba, and then I kind of got interested in 70s Japanese cinema, and one thing led to another, and I ended up getting this. The game trilogy. This is from MVD. Yusaku Matsuda. Okay. He played the bad guy Sato in the 87 film Black Rain with Ridley Scott, his first Hollywood film. Most people that are familiar with that film know the story that he had cancer, so he passed away right after that at the age of 40, sadly. But prior to that, he had made this game trilogy in Japan with director Toru Murakawa. Okay, it launched actor Yasuko Matsuda as the Toei tough guy for a new generation. He was the definitive screen icon of 1980s Japan. Let's see. He stars as an ice cool hitman, a few words, a steely trigger finger, hired, and a heart of stone, hired in the most dangerous game by a company bidding for a lucrative government air defense contract to take out the competition. Okay. And then there's 2 more films. So let's check it out. This is a really cool edition. Arrow. It's from Arrow. Okay. So we got some stuff inside. Here, hold that. That's an advertisement. And then we got a booklet. really cool artwork. It's got his whole filmography in it. There you see the credits for all the movies, but it's got the whole filmography from him, for him and the director. He was a great bad guy in Black Rain. It was such a shame that he passed. And then let's check this out. Comes with a poster. Black Rain was legit. I'll have to look into this. Yeah. He was such Sato. He was such a good bad guy. Such a shame. Also starred Takakura Ken Takakura, who was also no longer with us, although he lived a pretty good, decent, long life. But he was, as a matter of fact, I watched Bullet Train with him and Sonny Chiba. Now, the Bullet Train that you saw with Brad Pitt, that doesn't have anything to do with the bomb on the train, does it?
With the what?
With a bomb on the train.
I feel like at the end there is.
There is a bomb on the train?
I'm pretty sure towards the end.
Okay. I wonder if it was influenced by the original one. I'm not really sure.
I mean, I might be wrong, but
okay,
something definitely exploded towards the end.
Because the American movie Speed with Keanu Reeves took the idea of a bomb on a moving vehicle that will go off if the vehicle slows down. They took that idea from the original Bullet Train with Sonny Chiba and Ken Takakura. I'm just wondering if, because I had seen the newer movie called Bullet Train. There you go. Poster. I mean, the guy definitely looks pretty cool, you know? And we have, let's see, some discs. You've got one disc that has the Most Dangerous game. And then the next, hey, Miss Carter, how are you? Hope all is well. And then the next disc has the Killing Game and the Execution Game. And these were all made within about a 2-year period. The sequel came out less than a year after the first one, and then the third one came out like less than a year after that. It was pretty quick. And I think they both made another movie together, director and the star, in there too. Reversible artwork, which is pretty cool. You can put that down. Definitely pretty cool. So that's the game trilogy. Oops, forgot to put the booklet in. Next, I debated not showing this one, the next one. Hey, Eric, what's up? How you doing? Hope all is well. We're still celebrating our victory of Texas Chainsaw Massacre over Scream. Okay. I debated not showing this one because I kind of want some of my October videos to be a surprise, but well, whatever. But I'll show it. And I wanted to pick some movies that people don't usually do for October/Halloween. So this one is called Human Lanterns, a Shaw Brothers movie. Oh, wow. The alternate artwork is pretty cool. Amidst a long-held rivalry between two distinguished gentlemen is an unbalanced and aggrieved craftsman of lanterns who seeks bloody retribution. Featuring the Shaw Brothers' custom martial arts mayhem, Human Lanterns also taps into the craze for the American slasher film and the early Hammer horrors by providing a grisly take on the serial killer feature in inimitable Hong Kong style.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work. Yep. So some martial arts action. And they don't come out and say it, but I'm guessing. Let's see when this came out. When did this come out? I was gonna say it sounds like maybe they took some 82. Nope. Wait, yes, no. Sounds like they took some inspiration from 7, but maybe not. I don't think so. When did 7 come out? When did 7 come out, Harry? So those are those two. Also, I did make an Instagram post when my brother and I saw, hey, Katie, how are you? Popping the popcorn. When I saw Enter the Dragon in the theater, I walked into FYE and I couldn't help myself. I picked up some more. I was in a martial arts kind of mood. I didn't tell you this yet, but I found this Seven Swords with Donnie Yen.
Oh, wow.
And this 4 film favorites. One of them stars Angela Mao, who's in Enter the Dragon. When I brought them up to the register, they rang up as $2.64. Weird. I wish there was a way to go in and scan like the movies to see if anything else would come up like that.
Yeah.
But $2.64 for those 2. Anyway, let's grab the package there. And as I said, this was not part of the plan. Go ahead. But I did receive a small package from oldies.com. So let's take a look at it. What's new with everybody this weekend? You guys going to see anything? Thank you. Horror Cat Dad. Check out the Horror Cat Dad channel, guys, for some great figures. To see some great NECA figures and other figures. Okay.
Well.
Oh, wait a minute. Ah! Oh my gosh. So I know what I did. I know what I did now. This was cheaper at Oldies than it was at MVD. And I think I had my tab open in MVD. Well, somebody's going to get a nice gift. So now I got, one of them was an extra copy of Human Lanterns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like the same edition. Then the other one, I'm rounding out my, oh my gosh. I'm rounding out my list of films I'm going to watch for Halloween, and I don't want to watch The Usual Suspects. One of them is going to be Trick or Treat, which has Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Simmons. Was also featured in the documentary I told you about, The Metal and Horror.
Oh yeah.
Never seen it though, so that'll be one of them. And then here's another one, Tales of Halloween. I'm gonna be watching that. We've got 11 directors. Oh my gosh, it's one of those. 11 directors: Lucky McKee, Darren Boosman, Neil Marshall. Wow, 11 directors. So that means each one's going to be about 10 minutes long, 10 or 15 minutes long tops, rather than 3 or 4. Hey, Marty. We both have fantastic hair. Yes, thank you. It's like stepping into Olympus. Marty, stop it. Silly. Ridiculous. Yeah, he's got some hair. I did actually get a haircut since the last stream, Marty, but for some reason Mom likes this one. I don't know why. Every time she says it's too short, she does not have the hot heads that we have. She doesn't know what it's like. It's getting pretty hot in here right now, right? We don't have a fan in the background this time. So, yeah, usually she says, oh, it's too short. But, I like it short. But this time there's maybe a little more on top. She likes this one. But, yeah, we've got some hair in this family. You don't comb that hair, you pray to it. Marty, that's right. Funny stuff, Marty. Well, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to, he's got to get ready and go to work soon. And then I have some special movie plans tonight I'll tell you guys about tomorrow or this upcoming week. Maybe we'll squeeze in 1 or even 2 more movies before we go back. And then we'll, if you look on Instagram, I'll have some pictures. I've only ever been able to go out there once just to pick them up in the beginning of the summer. So we went, picked them up, loaded up the car, and came home. That was it. So I'm excited to be able to actually spend 2 nights there this time while we move the kid in. And then after that, I'll have more free time where I can go up and hang out at will. So yeah, that's about it. Any final thoughts? You got wait, and then you went to another convention. We never finished that thought.
Oh yeah.
You went to another. What was the last convention?
My friends, Super Smash Con, which is like a gaming convention / tournament, but they do have a lot of just like typical convention stuff there too.
Okay, so you went to a Super Smash Con in Virginia.
In Virginia, yes.
Okay, so that was a trip. So
that was a good trip. Yeah,
kid's all grown up now. He's going on trips, conventions, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. But I'm looking forward to not working, so I have my own schedule, so I can actually go to some of these things and get in a car and drive a few states away if I want to. Nice seeing you. I have a hard time remembering everyone's live streams. Yeah, well, this Carter, I just popped up. I wanted to have one more before the kid went back to college, and we've got a week left, and my Monday through Wednesdays are pretty much spoken for, and he's got a work schedule. So I just started to throw it up. Prey is getting a 2-disc physical release. I heard that Prey was getting a physical release. I'm excited for that. That was the new Predator film.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch it.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it with Sis. I watched it at Sis's house.
With Sis?
Wait a minute, not with Sis. No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sis doesn't watch horror movies.
I was gonna say
Sis doesn't watch horror movies. But it was at the time. I forget if it was on HBO or Max, but now I think I have the password from Matt. But I didn't have it back then. So I watched it when I was over there, when the babies went down for nap. But yeah, that was good. It's like Predator in a whole nother setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Horror Cat Dad. I saw you had a video for the about the Houston Horror Film Fest. So that's awesome. You get to go to that. Yeah, okay. Prey is awesome. Yeah, the disc. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie, to be honest. I'm still glad I saw some of it. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Miss Carter. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. I mean, just kind of spur of the moment, like I said. But eventually, hopefully, I'll have like a once a week live stream or something like that.
Get a schedule out there.
Yeah, kind of more of a schedule. But like I said, I'm grinding out the last month and a half of work here, so that won't happen until October. So. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by, everybody. And we'll talk to you later. Later.